Disney just quietly updated one of their most popular resorts, and honestly, this might be one of the best value resorts on property right now. I recently stayed at Disney's Pop Century Resort, and in this video, I'm going to show you the newly refurbished rooms, the updated lobby, food court, gift shop, plus whether this is actually worth your money for your next Disney trip. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Caitlin, a travel agent specialized in Disney destinations and a former Disney cast member. And I help you plan smarter Disney trips so you can spend less time stressing and more time actually enjoying your time at Disney. And today we're doing a full tour of Disney's Pop Century Resort after the recent renovations. So let's start with the rooms because this is the most important part of your stay. The first thing you'll notice is how clean and modern everything feels. Pop was starting to feel a bit outdated, but now it feels way more elevated for a value resort. In all the rooms, you've got one queen-size bed, and then this table that folds down into another queen-size bed, which is a huge space saver. When the bed is down, you've got this really cute Pluto headboard, and when it's folded up, you get a full table and seating area, which makes a big difference if you're eating in your room or just need some extra space to get ready. Across from the bed, you've got your TV and dresser area. As a heads up, there's not a ton of space inside the drawers, but there are quite a few outlets on top, so that's a nice perk. Over here, you also get a small coffee station and beverage cooler. Just keep in mind, it only keeps things cool, not cold. Now moving over to the bathroom, you've got the sliding door that separates the bathroom space from the main room, which is so nice compared to resorts that just have a curtain. Inside, you've got a single sink with a good amount of counter space, and above that, there's shelving to hold all your bathroom essentials. Then over here, you've got an open closet area. On this side, you've got the toilet and shower. My room did have a tub shower combo, however, most rooms have walk-in showers. And this area is separated off by another sliding door that also doubles as a full-length mirror. There's also a surprising amount of storage around the sink area, which is really nice for longer stays. I will say when both beds are down, the room does get a bit tight, so if you're planning to spend a lot of time in your room, it might be worth upgrading to a moderate resort since they offer more square footage. And one last note on the rooms, Pop Century only has standard 2 queen bedrooms. There are no fifth sleeper rooms or family suites here, so keep that in mind when deciding between resorts. Now let's talk about the lobby and common areas because this is where Pop Century really leans into its theming. Outside, you'll see lots of giant statues. Most are Disney characters, but there are also Rubik's Cubes, yo-yos, retro bikes, and other fun throwback icons. Everything around the resort is super vibrant, bright, and colorful. There's one main pool and 2 leisure pools located on each end of the resort. The main pool also has a fun splash area for kids and is located in the preferred 6D section, which also happens to be the closest section to the Skyliner. If you're not familiar with the Disney Skyliner, this is the transportation system you'll use to get to Hollywood Studios and Epcot if you're staying at a Skyliner resort. Speaking of Skyliner resorts, when you stay at Pop Century, you're just a short walk away from Disney's Art of Animation Resort, which shares the same Skyliner station with Pop Century. Now let's head inside where the dining and shopping is located. When you first walk in, you'll see everything Pop shopping and dining. You first walk through the gift shop, which connects directly to the food court. This is definitely one of the biggest resort gift shops on Disney property. And like the rest of the resort, it's been fully renovated and feels very colorful and bright. And don't forget to check out the Pop Century merch if you're staying here. Moving into the food court, you've got tons of seating. There are also several beverage refill stations, which is so nice during the breakfast and dinner rush. Inside the actual food court, you've got several stations where you can order hot, freshly cooked food. You can also mobile order in advance and pick it up here to go. And over in this area, you've got pastries plus refrigerators stocked with drinks, sandwiches, salads, and more. So there's definitely a little something for everybody in this food court. Now let's go into the lobby itself, which has been a little controversial. Before the renovations, there used to be these huge shadow boxes filled with memorabilia from all the decades. People loved looking at them and they made the resort feel more nostalgic. However, after the update, Disney completely removed the shadow boxes, and now it's mostly plain walls with character artwork. So let me know in the comments how you feel about Disney removing the shadow boxes. Now my absolute favorite change to the resort is this lounge/children's play area. I'm obsessed with the screens that they have with the nostalgic Disney movies we all grew up watching. It's truly the added nostalgic touch that these renovations needed. Now to wrap up, let's talk about why people love Pop Century and why it's a lot of guests' favorite Disney resort. First, the Skyliner access is a major perk. It's one of the most fun and relaxing ways to get around Disney. And not to mention, it also stops at several other Disney resorts. So on a rest day, you can easily do some resort hopping along the Skyliner route. Second, this is the most adult-friendly value resort. Of course, there are going to be kiddos at every Disney resort, and there are still plenty here, but theming wise, it leans more towards an older crowd, and the rooms aren't quite as in your face Disney compared to something like Art of Animation. And lastly, the price point. Yes, Pop is almost always a little more expensive than the All-Star Resorts, but you really are getting your money's worth with that price increase. With the Skyliner access, central location in the Disney bubble, and a slightly more elevated resort experience, you're still getting great value. So even though you're paying a little more than the All-Stars, you're still getting a great resort experience at a relatively low Disney price point, especially when compared to moderate and deluxe resort prices. Overall, Pop Century is truly one of the best value resorts at Disney World right now. You're getting updated clean rooms, great transportation, central location, fun Disney theming, and all at a pretty low price point. If you're planning a Disney trip and trying to decide where to stay, this is definitely one I recommend looking into. If this video helped you out, be sure to tap like and hit subscribe if you want to see a lot more Disney content just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.